Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I have some comic book movie news for you, and TV news too. Comic book news in general. Now I'm gonna give my quick little. First off, I'm gonna start off with my quick reviews of the last episode of Agents of Shield and the last episode of The Flash, which is aired today. And I'm even going to talk about iZombie because I actually enjoy that show. Now, I haven't talked about iZombie on here. That's a show based on a comic book. It comes on right after The Flash at around 9 o'clock. So that's an interesting show. The show's about a girl as you think, it's called iZombie. The show's about a woman who is infected and turned into an undead zombie. But before she got infected and turned into a zombie after she went to a party where an illegal drug was being used that was turning everyone into zombies. Now, luckily for her, she works in a morgue of some sorts, so she can eat the brains in the morgue to stay normal. Now, these aren't zombies in the sense of that they're brainless. They become like those zombies though if they do not feed. So as long as they keep feeding on brains like on a normal, they just seem like regular people. They don't feel pain. They can't feel pain. They have super strength. So these zombies aren't ordinary zombies, and she's one of them. The perks of being a zombie is whatever brain she eats, she can see the memories of that person, or the last memories of that person, and she kind of takes on the persona of that person. So every episode, she's kind of taking a persona of a different person. So it's kind of interesting on that. But, being a dead zombie, eating people's butt, and she uses that to her advantage when she hooks up with this detective, and she helps him solve crimes, and, kind of pretends to be a psychic, and she's dealing with solving crimes, personal matters, and things get crazy. It's going into its second season, and if you would be interested in, I would recommend that show, iZombie. I'd see the first season because the second season would kind of leave you lost. But yeah, iZombie is a pretty good show. I enjoy it. I think the girl in the show, I don't know. I think I have a crush on her because she is gorgeous, and she is the perfect embodiment of the comic book character. Because I've read one of the iZombie comic books, and she looks exactly like the chick. So it makes perfect sense. I like the show. I like most of the characters in the show. I love the twist on the zombie plague that it has, and it's a pretty good show. So iZombie, the last episode was great. Well, not great, but. It was good. It was really good. I haven't seen an episode that really let me down yet about this show, so I like iZombie. That was recommend that. I really did. I just saw the last episode just 2 minutes ago, but the last episode of The Flash was very good too. Just saw that, and seeing Jay Garrett and whatnot back in, I'm not really clear on Flash lore, so my one friend at my job would have to definitely help me out with some of that more stuff. But I enjoy The Flash. I think it's a good show, and I'm enjoying this second season as well. You got to see Miss Doctor, I don't want to say Dr. Cold, Captain Cold again, and Leonard Snart. So y'all got to see him come back, and that episode was definitely interesting because you saw a difference. One, it was a big discovery. I'm not gonna spoil anything. One, it was there was a big discovery made in the episode, and Cisco hooks back up with that girl that is Stark's sister, so that's kind of interesting, and it looks like they're trying to find a way to open up a portal to bring back Garrett back to his dimension. So that's also interesting. That episode was pretty good. If I had to give it a grade, I'd give it an 8. And I haven't seen Agents of Shield yet. I'm probably gonna put that on here later on another time. So I'm probably gonna talk about Agents of Shield on my next one. I'll probably just talk about both the episodes. So moving on with more news, as the rumors are saying, the Hulk will be in Thor Ragnarok. I'm pretty sure it will be. I mean, Mark Ruffalo's in the last conversations for it, but I'm about 80% sure that he will be in Thor Ragnarok. And just theorizing here on Thor Ragnarok, I'm really confident that really confident that it's going to be something along the lines of Loki's causes this apocalyptic event. Loki, because he's parading as Odin, and in his arrogance, he's probably going to cause some event. But what I'm thinking is that he's going to hire or ask for the help of the Enchantress and the Executioner, as he can't trust anyone, and it's a lot of hard work parading as Odin. I think people might be suspicious, so I think he's gonna have the Executioner and the Enchantress there to help even it out for him. And a lot of people are saying that, why Loki has to be in this movie? He doesn't have to be. But I'm about 80% positive Loki's gonna be the villain not the villain, but he's going to be the cause of the ultimate villain. I think like you people who read the comic books, Surtur's going to kind of be like of in the background. Like Surtur's you're gonna see Surtur. I think you're gonna see him, but you're not gonna really see him. I think the main villains are gonna be Loki, the Enchantress, and the Executioner, and them trying to unleash Surtur and whatnot. I think that's gonna be one of the stories, and the Hulk's gonna be kind of on Team Cap. And from what I'm hearing, like I think that everyone's gonna die. I think that everyone's gonna die except Lady Sif, which is why Thor needs the Hulk. And I think, and this is what I'm just like theorizing, at the end of Age of Ultron, everyone thought he jumped out. I think, this is a big thought, that Heimdall, like, beamed the Hulk up to Asgard. I think Heimdall beamed the Hulk up to Asgard, or someone beamed the Hulk up there to help them, because they needed help, and that's what I'm really thinking, because obviously Heimdall's still up there, because he opened the Bifrost, so, you know, he's still there. So I'm curious to see how that plays out, but I'm pretty sure I'm looking forward to Thor Ragnarok. I was looking forward to it anyways, just to see Tom Hiddleston back as Loki and Thor, their chemistry. But I'm major looking forward to it too. Also, there's rumors the Valkyrie was going to be in that. I don't know much about the Valkyrie because I didn't really read that much Thor. But if you know, be free comment in the comic section. I'm also hearing that I am also hearing. God damn, what the hell was I about to say? You know, any news, the Star Wars trailer, the Star Wars movie has sold $6.2 million in ticket prices before it even opened. Like, that is amazing to me. That movie, the movie's opening made it's already made back, like, a percentage of its money, and it hasn't even come out yet. Star Wars is looking more and more like it's going to be some mash shit. Like, it's going to just mash the world. Like, I'm really looking forward to that Star Wars. And another thing, and I'm just really looking forward to it, honestly. Let's go through some more news. Vin Diesel is still teasing him being Black Bolt. I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel will be Black Bolt in the Inhumans. There was rumors for a while that the Inhumans were canceled. Those are false. The Inhumans are not canceled. The Inhumans are going to continue, and I am 98% sure Vin Diesel will be Black Bolt. And if you don't know who Black Bolt is, I can give you a little rundown on Black Bolt. Black Bolt is Black Bolt as a child was exposed to this Terrigen Mist, which is basically kind of like the mutant gene. It gave him inhuman ability. He's an Inhuman, and he's like the son of the king of the Inhumans. They live in this weird like city, a big city, but it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Cloaked, so you don't know it's there, but it's like this Inhuman city full of Inhumans, full of people who deserve to be Inhumans, you know, full of and in the city, like, you know, they whoever is worthy gets exposed to the Terrigen Mist, and it might have dramatic effects, it might just have, you know, normal effects. And Black Bolt, but usually they're exposed when they're like adults and whatnot, but Black Bolt was exposed while he was in his mother's womb, which makes his powers even stronger than a normal Inhuman, so he's about the strongest Inhuman you can get. Black Bolt's power is simply his voice can destroy cities. He can't so much but whisper. Like, he can't even whisper. Like, if he yells, he could destroy a planet. Like, you're talking about someone who, like I saw this comic book once that like Black Bolt was like on a ship, and you know they had tied him up and like so he couldn't talk and whatnot. And when they were escaping, like while everybody was clear, he literally just went and destroyed the entire ship. Just blew up. I was just like, this is a character who's really powerful, but he can't speak because he is destroyed, you know? So, and he had to train himself to learn how to do that. Eventually his parents are murdered, and he becomes the king of the Inhumans, so he's kind of got a T'Challa kind of heritage going. So Black Bolt's a king, and, you know, I think Vin Diesel could do that. I think Vin Diesel could, because you have to be a character, you know, you have to have an actor who can carry himself in a way where he doesn't have to speak. And Vin Diesel can tell a lot of stories through his body language. There's actors who can do that, and Vin Diesel can do that perfectly. He can carry himself like a king, and I can see him pulling this off instantly. And I don't know how they're going to do the suit, because, you know, I don't know. Marvel's been good about doing practical things with the suit, so I can't wait to see what they do with Black Bolt, and Vin Diesel is definitely going to be Black Bolt. Now, there was an alarming rumor that the Fantastic Four was going back to Marvel. And that rumor is looking more and more like a false one, because more I hear about it, the more it's just since false. And I'm sad. I'm really sad. I gave you my 5 reasons why Fantastic Four should go back, and I'm sticking to it. I really think they should go back, but it doesn't look like they're going to go back because Fox are dicks. Because Fox is being assholes about it, and that's just all I can say about it. I mean, that's all I can say about it. But for some weird reason, I'm not quite understanding why Marvel, because from what I understand, Fox wants to do 2 TV show based on the a popular villain group called the Hellfire Club, and what you did see in X-Men First Class, sort of, it really. Kind of the Hellfire Club. They never said that. I don't think they said. No, they did say it. You know what? Thinking about it, it was a big ass sign on the thing that said Hellfire Club. But so you did see the Hellfire Club. But I don't know how they're gonna do it. And there's another show called Legion, which I'm not completely sure. I don't really know about this show called Legion. All I know is Legion is Charles Xavier's son. So that premise alone kind of makes you kind of interested. It's Charles Xavier's son. So those are 2 shows that Fox wants to do, but they have to get the okay from Marvel because Marvel, owns all television rights or whatnot or something like that. So if and I'm guessing Marvel gave them the okay, but at the same time I'm like, why would Marvel give them the okay to make that show? Like, what the hell does Marvel get out of letting them expand their whole mutant brand? Not saying that I won't hate any of the shows, but I'm still trying to understand, like, if they didn't get Fantastic Four, then what the hell did they get? Like, money? They don't need money. Marvel, they could just pop out damn Captain America movie and make $1 billion and be fine. Like, so that's why I'm like, I'm not sure how that's going. I mean, they have to have gotten something because they're still talking about doing a Fantastic Four 2, and I can't take it, man. I can't take it. And they killed off Doom, so what the hell are they gonna do? Piece them back together? Still hated that Doom. Oh God, I hated that Doom. Anyways. I mean, I'm hoping they figure it out. I'm really hoping they figure it out because, ugh. And crazy news, Ant-Man just opened up in China. Like sometimes you just forget that these movies open up so late in like different countries. Like you really do forget that sometimes these movies just open up like years later, like super years later. Like ridiculously years later. And I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna start doing on the Knock on these videos because I'm a big comic book fan and I want to show you guys as much comic book news as I possibly can. Did you know? I'm gonna call these Did You Know and take it for what you want, but I like it and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just try it out. Did you know that Magneto can manipulate the environment, the metals in Thor's hammer to lift it? Yes, Magneto can in fact lift Thor's hammer and use it. Now he can't use it to its full capacity, but Magneto can lift Thor's hammer and use it. And that's pretty interesting. And I thought that was a pretty interesting fact, because it makes sense because Thor's hammer is still made out of metals. So Magneto can lift that up and hit people with it as much as he wants. And one more. Did you know that the term Brainiac, was a slang term that they used to call people who are really smart, was actually not. A lot of people might think it's flipped. A lot of people might think the actual supervillain Brainiac was named that because of the Brainiac. No, in fact, the term Brainiac was named after the villain Brainiac. I thought that was a pretty interesting thing. Basically, a comic book hero influenced slang. Go figure. Now, thank you for joining me on this episode of the Comic Game Movie Show. And I will have more news, and we're trying to get our stuff together right now. And by the way, yes, Mark did say the Comedy Gamer Movie Show. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I wasn't gonna say anything. Seth said something, so. But yes, we are trying to get our stuff together. We have a lot of videos we're gonna make. We have a lot of videos we're gonna put up, and we will be coming with. First video you might see is our top 5. It's a top 5. Sorry. Is one we have a review on the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. We have our top 5 childhood cartoon TV shows, and our top 5 movie heroes. And we're probably going to be having a whole bunch of other things, We might be reviewing the Star Wars beta, which I'm hoping, Mark, and Mark, if you're hearing this, you can put up a review right now, because you're out of between me, you, and Seth, you're the one who reviewed it, so, you're the one who's played a lot of it, so you can put that up. But we're trying to get as much out as we can, we're trying our best, and I'm really, really frustrated a little bit about it, but, we're going to work it out. We're good. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Comic Gamer Movie Show. Like and subscribe and comment in the comment section.